Ooh, hello? Okay, we started.
Arlor.
What the fuck are atheist? Um, I didn't expect to talk about Keane so soon. I kind of thought, like, okay, we had our fill of Brett. The same joke of laughing at a pathetic fat retard is kind of, lost its touch or whatever. But then, Potato tells me to look at his content, and I do. And I see that he made another video about TJ, the amazing atheist. My internet's gonna be a situation today. I was so ecstatic when I saw that. The glory days were back. He's calling him a scammer once again. And I think I know what he's going to talk about. I haven't checked out the video yet, but I think I know what the situation is. Shit. I don't know if the internet will... Oh, yeah, there are also a couple other videos, like Insane Personal Experiences by Brett Keane, all capitalized. Brett Keane Personal Family Life, all capitalized. Those look pretty interesting. I was pretty interested by Brett Keane versus Deathclaw myself. That's like an hour long. Actually, it's close to 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, check that out. Now... Fuck, I don't think my internet's gonna work with me, but there's a couple oddities with Brett, though. Ah, shit. You're gonna have to bear with me. Oh, there's a couple oddities with Brett that I want to touch on. For one, it doesn't matter that much, but we checked out his oldest video on this channel. The intro was kind of odd, even for Brett. Oh boy. Roding situation. What is the meaning of life?
Hi there. I hope you're all doing well. You are listening to your host, Cockroach Candy.
Huh?
Today we're going to talk about the meaning of life.
Huh? Cockroach Candy individual? What? Fuck. That was weird. I don't know what that situation's about. Oh, David's here. Great to see you. By the way, the chatter LP was here, and we were memeing about Brett before the show started, so that's pretty cool. Apparently...
Very cool.
LP told me that, I believe Brett Keane was able to, like, manipulate Kent Hovind, or as he said, Kent Hovind, to be his friend, I guess. And Kent Hovind hasn't realized how much of a piece of shit Brett is yet, according to LP. I didn't really hear anything about that. I just saw him use his name here and there, and I thought he was just trying to, like, get that guy's attention or whatever. Yeah, so there's that. But there's something stranger, and probably the main reason my internet is so shitty right now is that on this other Chrome tab here, or I don't know what it would be, but on this here I have several tabs because of a certain situation.
Actually, a certain individual.
Yeah. So, Potato decided to just take a quick look at, like, the thousands of links he has in his fucking stupid description, where he calls himself, like, a legendary atheist or something, like he created atheism or something at the bottom. I think I read that in the last stream of Brett. But for one, his merchandise is so ridiculously expensive, it's laughable. I don't know if he has his Amazon linked here. Huh, it looks like he does. Amazon Audible. Amazon, there's so many fucking links. Oh yeah, the Amazon wish list. That's what we looked at. And that's pretty great. Dorn, 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 dorn. Okay. My lists of things I need and want. The strange thing is this wasn't, like, he used proper capitalization here. That is odd. Look at this shit, bro. An almost, like, $1,500 fucking PC. Like a $63 fucking share for his fat ass that he won't even use, because as I showed in my video, he doesn't even get in his chair for these videos. A fucking almost $80 desk. A fucking Steam game controller, as if he can't just use his Xbox One controller or whatever. And then there's like this. Gotta get this to blend up the steak and shit for him or whatever he eats, so, you know, his gums can gum on them. And then there's almost $60 just silverware that he could probably get for cheaper. Now this is funny, not just because he's asking people to spend this much fucking money for his worthless, stupid ass, but he's always talking about how fucking poor he is. Like, my house, like his origin story was like, my house is getting taken away, and the Christians donated to him, and that's why he became a Christian. He's always talking about how poor he is. He said he was like, I'm the poorest motherfucker out here. And then this is what he's asking for, none of it. He said he needs this shit. You don't need any of this. But there's more to it on that on Amazon. So basically, when we looked at his merchandise, which is also pretty laughable, I ended up discovering... Yeah, maybe we should look at that. But I ended up discovering that he wrote a book fairly recently, and I didn't know about that. Afterlife Simulation. Wait, is it free? Oh, shit.
No, it's $15.
Oh, or $10 to buy. Well, if you have Kindle Unlimited, but that would cost money in this situation. So when I saw this...
There's like a free trial so that we can read that beautiful book.
I think they're actually... Oh, a free trial? Maybe. I think he has like a demo or something with it, but... Yeah, that's something to consider. By the way, looks pretty on par with Brett Keane. Some like edgy schlock that would only maybe seem cool in 2004. Maybe, probably not even. Look, just like his Eternal Undying Love covers. But when I first saw this, I was excited. I immediately rushed the reviews. Because if you know about his Eternal Undying Love trilogy, and we can look at that, I think we did in the last streams, but we can look at it more. He made like 50 fake reviews for like all of his books that are obviously fake. Where it'll be 5 stars, and it'll be someone, like, fucking up basic typing, and saying, like, this is the most amazingest book ever, a legendary tale of good and evil, and, you know, that shit. So I look down, if it will load. Yeah, we're slowly scrolling down now. No customer reviews? Wait, what? Hold on, did he delete them? Or do we still have to go further? I think we... So weirdly formatted. Why do I have to scroll through all this shit? Please go. Dorn. What? Why is the internet fucking with me? No customer reviews? Wait, what? It's not actually possible to delete your reviews, right?
I don't think so. I don't think you would have.
I don't think you would.
Bro, he's in Detroit. He's in Detroit.
Well, I should still have access to it on my other tab. It's odd. Oh my god.
Maybe this version or something, maybe they don't have reviews.
Maybe. Useless fucking internet, by the way. Okay. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to find it. It's in one of these. I have these open for a reason. I'm probably gonna have to close them for this to even function on a basic level. For this one? Actually, yeah, I think this is a different... Okay, I think he might have, like... That was the digital version and shit, and this is the physical version. Which, I guess he has a two... So here's the real reviews. Worst book I've ever read. Afterlife Situation. Afterlife Situation. Again... The author is a known scammer and has written fake reviews on his own work. On Gourd. But then when you get to the bottom here, what's this? Victoria Sayers, a fascinating book. Every word is capitalized. I currently own the e-copy of... The e-copy? Is that like his version of saying an e-book? That's That's odd. I currently own the e-copy of Afterlife Simulation, and I plan on getting the paperback edition, as I honestly find it a fascinating and intriguing read. I like how the stories capitalized related to the current pandemic capitalized taking place in the world capitalized today, and how it affected this one family capitalized, a mother capitalized, and her daughter capitalized in particular, and all the struggles they faced soon after her husband capitalized died. The vampire capitalized like killer capitalized was also intriguing as well, and the strange emotional bond he had for her daughter capitalized. I find this book to be a fascinating read, and I would highly recommend. 5 stars. Well, there's not as many, like, typos and shit as there was on these old fake reviews, but it's pretty safe to say Brett Keane wrote this. So I click on...
Or at least looks like it.
Yeah. So I click on her account. Oh. Dorn. Okay, there. And then it links, or it shows her TikTok account. And now I don't have any experience with TikTok, but I'll try to look it up. And I should have it here. Dorn. Oh! Uploaded 3 new videos since last night. Oh boy.
Oh, Gord.
And this is just like a massive...
I think we know what they are.
Yeah. This is the strangest shit to me. I mean, I don't know TikTok trends, so it's probably normal. But it's like all these videos with this person's face just like on movie characters and shit. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. Oh, by the way, this is important. Look at this. I'm Victoria. I'm a trans facial model. I create videos capitalized with the Face Magic app. Okay, so I looked it up. Facial model isn't a term. It's face model. When I looked up facial model, it brought up, like, results for 3D animation. So I think that's a pretty good sign Brett wrote that. Hold on. Do I still have it here?
Oh, she's a 3D animator.
Yeah, look at that 3D graphics middleware. And then, when I scroll down a little bit, see, face models, but that's talking about 3D models as well. It talks about, like, yeah, facial features modeling agency loves. That's, like, worded differently than a Brett used it. Yeah, it's mainly just free 3D models. I thought, like, it showed, like websites or articles or whatever saying face models for actual models, but I don't really see that now. It's not really worth scrolling too much through the internet. What's this? Did Brett maybe message me? What's going on? Oh! I got followed.
Victoria, dude.
I got followed by Victoria. Oh, shit. I forgot I even did that. Okay, the interesting thing about this, though, that I took as an important sign, is you can't comment on these videos unless you're a mutual friend to Victoria. And you can't DM
Did you friend her?
Did I? I followed her.
Did you? That's not friending.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
It's like your friend beside it.
I guess I can do it now.
You can friend request.
Wait, what? Now I'm
You're
not
friend
following?
Requesting.
Huh. I don't assume anything will come from it, but yeah, you can't.
Man.
You couldn't DM her. You couldn't comment on the videos at all, which seems very odd to me. Because why would this person block any form of response or communication? That seems a lot more in character for Brett than whoever this model would be. So then I look up the person's name, because Brett wrote the full person's name on the Amazon account, and it should be here. Iron Man? That's odd. Actually, Iron Man 2037. That was the TikTok number. Now, this account seems to actually be the Victoria Sayers. She has like videos talking about like defending being trans from a biblical perspective and shit, and she has more of the things. Like, she photoshops her face on characters or whatever. according to this video here, she said it was because she wants to see like how it would look like when she fully transitions. And that's cool. Now, I actually was able to DM her, and people actually do comment on the posts here. So that... And there's another thing, too. The Amazon account, which has to be Brett, didn't link her Facebook account. It only linked her TikTok account. Now, all of this is very strange. What's going on? I wish I knew. But it seems like, to me, Brett Keane... probably because this person was a Gord believer like him, like, saw this person's account, and Brett decided to, like, impersonate them on, well, Amazon and TikTok, and probably other websites, too. I don't know. Why he did that, we can't really say for certain. Potato, I believe, guessed that it was a fetish, and that's my guess as well. Because the strange thing about this, right, is that all of Brett Keane, like most of Brett Keane's recent videos are just like regurgitating transphobic arguments, right? So the question is either why would a trans woman read Brett Keane's book, or the real question is why is Brett Keane impersonating a trans woman? And our only hunch is that it's like some weird fetishization he has of I think I said that wrong, of trans women or whatever. Who can really say? Yeah, thank you. Who can really say, though? Whatever the reason is, though, like if he's jerking off to this lady all day, probably. Whatever the reason is, he seems to be impersonating this woman to give a fake review to his fucking book.
An Ashbury Shigma.
Yeah. I think I explained everything there. But I bought his... LP said, I bought his book, Eternal Undying Love, back in the DP days. I threw it away, though, Sigma. He does the same for comments on his video. Lots of random named people, newly made channel, only made one comment. It's just on Brett's channel. Very suspect. You're exactly right. Okay, so what I did, I was working on a video today, but I couldn't record the audio for the script because it started thundering and shit. I was working on a video... Wait, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, wait, I was looking at the Eternal Undying Love reviews, right? And, like, the oldest one is from 2004 and shit. And if you look at the accounts, like, they only review Brett Keane's book, or they have a few reviews, and, like, the Brett Keane's book was the first one and shit. Like, you're exactly right. It's so transparent. There was, like, one that was strange, where it said, like, I wrote a book, too. Please check it out. And then I tried to, and I couldn't find it. That was an odd situation, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, that was just something I need to get off my chest, was Brett Keane impersonating a trans person. And also the fact that he's like pathetically and transparently faking reviews for his book. Like, okay, I'm pretty sure his 2021 book came out 17 years since his first fake review in 2004. So he's almost lived the life of an entire adult since then, and he hasn't changed a fucking bit. And honestly, I didn't expect him
at
to.
all.
Yeah, he's Brett Keane. He never changes. He is the same person he always ever was. He's the same person he was in 2014, as we see with the amazing atheist Katrina scam situation by Brett Keane. Oh wait, scam situation. Oh, is it possible this is going to be like a parody or something? We'll see. But, he's the same person he was in 2007, where he was, like, plagiarizing poems and shit, and saying it was his, and then saying, actually, I just misspoke, and I was just doing a cover of it. And false flagging people, then lying about false flagging people, and then bragging about false flagging people, because he forgot he was supposed to lie about that. It never ends with Brett. But with that said, we could probably start this video. Well, we took a glance at his intro, and it's pretty fucking beautiful. Hold on. Okay. Just wanted to check the chat. Dorn. Are you watching? Dorn. Everyone is... So, case in fucking point, he has these fucking stupid, cheesy, like, 14-year-old edgelord intros from 2007, and he's like the only person that still thinks that's cool in this day and age. And also, another thing that's always remained the same is him, like, with these weird color filters, where he looks like a fucking blue raspberry on screen here. Looks like the Manatee, once again. Also, this, like, background footage doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. It means a lawyer.
Check out my...
Look at his beautiful face.
Oh my god, look at this shit, dude. Check out my international radio station, bro. So I guess anyone in the world can watch my radio station. Is he even on a radio station? He's probably just uploading that to some website.
No, it's like Spotify and stuff, and he's like, that's a radio station situation.
Bro, anyone can watch my Spotify situation, so that means I'm an international individual. I'm entertaining people all over the world. Also,
Yeah.
Also, except for the word out, these words are capitalized for no reason. Read my books are all capitalized for no reason. You will love my... You will love my art and merchandise. I press X to doubt. We looked at it. I mean, from a certain perspective, we loved it, but also, love, art, and merchandise don't need to be capitalized. All links in description, not in the description, in description. I guess maybe that works. It's still odd. Alright, since he fucking said we're gonna love it, let's just take a glance at his fucking merchandise real quick.
His stolen merchandise.
Yeah, by the way. I mean, that's actually what I was trying to prove, but then I got sidetracked by him impersonating a trans woman. Is this it? Let's see. Because there is no way, like, the artwork he has on these shorts, sorry, I'm turning into Keane. There's no way the artwork he has on these shirts and shit were made by him. I refuse to believe it, but maybe he could prove me wrong. I mean, the shit, like, on his book... The shit on his book covers might be made by him, because it looks so, like, edgy and stupid. But, like, this lion...
He drew that.
Bruh! He did not fucking draw this shit. Yeah, he drew the Cosmos Tiger, bro. He drew Jesus Christ, God Lion, the Trinity of Gourd. Well, I do believe he made this Photoshop here, but it's like a picture of him from 2007. By the way, look at these prices. The Cosmos Tiger is $43 fucking dollars for one shirt. Jesus, I am the way. Prove us wrong, but a water bottle, $25 for a Jesus. I
water
am the
bottle
way.
For the water-headed kids.
Yeah, by the way, on here, way is capitalized when it shouldn't be. Of course, actually, I am is capital. Yeah. Look at this one. He probably had he didn't fucking make this shit. Afterlife Simulation, Chamption. Is that like the character's name? I don't really get that.
Pretty sure.
It's like evolution, good as a monkey. Isn't that clever situation? Now this is interesting here. Manatee Mayhem. That's interesting that he's trying to take the Manatee brand as his own, like that one fucking YouTube short where he's like, alright, don't worry, where's the mac and cheese? As if he's in on the joke and not the joke itself. But I want to know.
And he also was trying to make situation I did that. Only OGs remember.
Yeah, you're right. That was one of the comments. Yet not only that, but back in the day, he tried to paint that as if that was Paul's Ego's thing. I told you about that. You can't understand what I'm saying without seeing it. It's the most absurd shit. But you'd have this weird gif of Paul's ego that was fucked up with a few yellow teeth or whatever, and he would pretend to be him, but he was actually pretending to be himself. It's like the parody of himself. It's the strangest thing. He's like, oh yeah, where's the mac and cheese situation, Brett? As if that was his fuck up or something. That was Paul's fuck up. It was the weirdest shit. But I have to wonder if the person who actually drew the Manatee Mayhem are to knows Brett Keane stole it from them. Oh wait, the Manatee Mayhem sticker is only $8. So I wonder.
Oh man.
Yeah. that's a bargain right there. Christ Warrior.
Bargain situation.
I think that's pretty much it. Sinner, and it's just an ape, a monkey. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. Oh yeah, on this picture.
Oh, we double axe.
Maybe on this picture, he has like the thing he had when Fanboy and I was on his live stream once, and he banned us, and he told me, "Oh, what's that sound, Gray Sheep 1717? Bang! That's the shotgun, buddy," or something like that. But yeah. Now this is interesting, because he must have had someone draw that for him, I would assume. So who did that? Who's the sad fuck he convinced to do that? Actually, I'm curious about that.
AI.
Probably, but was that when AI was a thing? I guess it would have been. It was only like a year or something ago. Maybe, probably less. So yeah, it probably was a thing. And then there's just this shit. Afterlife simulation. I can't even really read the text on this one because it doesn't work well with the white background. But yeah, there's that shit. I do love.
You should call his number at the bottom.
Oh yeah, actually, I could try it right now. Wait, was it on the merchandise site? Might
yeah,
be
it was
here.
on the other thing you just closed down.
Might be here. Fuck, if it will fucking work.
It was at like the bottom. It's like trash this number. I don't know what it said.
Oh, it only has Twitter and his email here. So what Brett would do is he would have his phone number on all of his videos. And then when people called him, he would say, like, the drunken peasant sent people to harass me. They're doxing me by showing my phone number. When he was the one showing his phone number. Classic fucking Brett. Alright, actually, I guess let's give this number a quick check right here. It's probably not his actual phone number anymore. It might have been, like, an old one or something. Oh, is it gonna load?
I mean, this looks like it was made in, like, 2003. This website does.
The thing is, though, is everything about Brett Keane looks like he was made in 2003.
Nah, he looks like he was made, like, 200 years ago. Come on.
Well, that's true. But I meant, like, all of his websites and books and shit. So it was at the bottom here.
Come on, isn't that obvious?
Yeah, you have a good eye, Potato. I see it now. Do. I don't even know what I would tell him if he actually did pick up, but...
Hello?
Alright. Oh, wait. Speaker.
Maybe you can be like, I'm an atheist. Or I'm a Christian situation. I'm trying to debate you.
Trying to bait him, I guess. Still ringing. Brett, pick up your phone, Brett.
I'm going to track this number.
Maybe I just, like, woke him up.
Hi there. My name is Brett Keane. If you have a song that you would like to hear, just give me the band as well as the name of the song.
What?
If you would like to ask me a question, initiate a conversation, or just simply ask me if I'd like to be involved or participate in something, just let me know. I hope you're having a blessed day. God bless.
Gord bless. Yeah, alright. Fuck off, Brett. Yeah, that's what I expected. But it actually was his phone number. I'd probably have, like, a couple of questions to ask him. Like, obviously the impersonation thing. The fucking... the thing where he was pretending, like the PNG tuber where he was pretending to be there for his videos. And, his last Amazing Atheist video, where he said, like, the reason TJ and I aren't friends anymore is he lied about being sexually abused, and he confided that in me. And, you know, I couldn't respect that situation anymore. Alright.
Yeah.
Yes, my question would be... Yeah. My question would be, why did you never mention that before, through, like, the decade you were, you know, going back and forth with DP, but... Alright, let's see. I got a ton of messages and questions from people on my radio channel, he says. Total BS. Oh, yeah! On DP, they watched Brett, like, he would upload videos of people calling him and making fun of him, and he would, like, use that as some, you know, atheists are attacking me. And when he would pick up the phone, he would say, like, I'm too busy to remember all the hundreds of calls I'm getting. He literally would say that shit. Hundreds of calls. Fucking bullshit, Brett. But do you guys like his song Father? It is a banger, not gonna lie. Oh, absolutely. Father's iconic, bro. What kind of father would allow his children to be molested, sodomized, and raped? What kind of father would allow his children to starve to death? Feed you and your children to something cold. I don't know. It's a banger.
Too many bars.
Yeah.
It is a banger. The best thing Brett Keane ever made.
That is absolutely the truth. Samson was a channel he had 2 years back where he pretended to be an AI. He took the channel down after about 5 videos. Sigma!
He pretended to be AI.
I don't know what that means. I am an AI individual. Did you know atheism is evil and supports child rape? Is that what it was? That's my guess on what it was. Sigma. I did hear, like, Paul's Ego mentioned that at one point Brett Keane, like, pretended to be someone else with, like, a mask and had, like, a voice filter on. But everyone knew it was him because his wart on his right hand was still there. So... And it just ended immediately after people pointed it out. Anyway, there's that. Dorn. Okay. We should probably watch Father later.
Yeah.
Dorn.
Alright now.
Dorn. Oh,
I was playing Mario Kart and I thought that was in the game. I got scared. Brett was Cormanorin.
Yeah. But oh, look at him. Look at him. He's still doing the same shit. Look at him. He still has the fucking looped green screen video of him, like, just flapping his toothless maw there with a PNG chair photoshopped behind him and a PNG mic in front of his mouth conveniently. He's not actually sitting in this chair. He's fucking laying in bed. He's too lazy to even get out of bed for these videos, and he's ashamed of that fact. He's also probably ashamed by, like, the herpes on his lips and shit, but that's a story for another day.
Listening and watching the Brett Keane Show.
Pretty straightforward.
An opportunity, check out my website, and also check out my...
Wait a minute. Hurricane Katrina 2005? That's when I was faking reviews for Eternal Undying Love. What a crazy situation. By the way, it was weird. So, like, the first couple of fake reviews were in 2004, right? But then, like, a few months later in 2005, he made even more. And I think he made a couple in the later years, but I have to check again. Like in 2000... Like, he made some in 2006, too. I remember that. So, like, for at least 3 years, he was faking reviews for this one shitty book that no one was buying. He's so fucking... He's such a fucking failure.
Too many bars.
National radio station. I've got...
What's that, Brett? Actual radio station?
Also check out my international radio station. I've got tons of material and content, exclusive stuff
I'm sure
that
you do.
have never heard.
Exclusive.
On YouTube.
On YouTube! Okay, exclusive content, huh? Well, maybe we have to check that out.
That was like OnlyFans or something. Imagine a Brett Keane OnlyFans.
I don't want to. if you pay $1,000, you may get to see my
Make that
toothless
$2,000.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
you're an atheist.
Oh, you insulted my family. Now it's $3,000. Man, he's such a clever fucking negotiator, bro. He just cons money right out of people. He's just that smart. He's that guy. But rambling.
Really let my wings spread and fly
My
whenever I'm
wings.
on the radio, because
Oh,
the
okay. So to my understanding on how this works, Brett Keane would sometimes like only post exclusive videos on his website or VidMe or whatever, and those videos would actually be like more disgusting than his normal videos. Like he would go harder on the "you're a fucking pedophile" and shit like that. To my understanding. So maybe we should check that out. But
company that I work for, they believe in something called freedom of speech.
is that
So-
right?
The company.
I can
The
promise
Brett
to do whatever I
Keane
want.
Company.
If I
Yeah.
want to dance and sing Blueberry Pie, I can.
Oh,
Squeezing
wait a
my
minute.
breastus.
Oh, I think I know where he's going with this. So TJ, like a long time ago, made a video of him just saying "Blueberry Pie, Blueberry Pie." I don't really know what that was about, but I guess he's making fun of that, which doesn't surprise me because that was like 2008 or something when that video existed.
Amen to that.
Amen to that.
I can. While squeezing my breastises.
What?
Amen to that, right?
What the fuck? Squeezing my breastises. Oh, come again,
What
Brett?
is we're talking about?
Squeezing my breastises. Come a-gorn, Brett? What's going on? Okay. I think he's doing the thing he always does, where he projects, like, everything he insults someone with actually describes him, because he'll say, like, I don't want fat-ass Paul's ego insulting me. I don't want this fat-ass TJ fucking shoving bananas up his ass. Like, he does that all the time, because he can't realize that the reason, like, when he looks down, he can't see his dick is because his stomach and fat man titties are there. But he's gonna try to make fun of TJ for having man boobs, is at least what I think. Or, because he's a gourd believer. He's not vulgar in the situation. So he says, man breastises. Jesus.
Bruh.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. There might have been chat. Probably a better way to do this. Okay, there's not. Do-do-do. Do-do-dorn, dorn. Do-do-dorn, dorn.
I'm
So,
excited
I've
for the
gotten-
TJ or whatever that video was.
Can you say that again?
I'm excited for the TJ video or whatever that was.
Blueberry pie? Is that...
Oh, it's a recent one.
Oh,
Oh, wait, you... Oh, I meant the one before this. I thought he was talking about... Oh, no, he deleted that one.
What video?
You're
Sorry.
right. I was remember that one that he lied about it. But he deleted that one, I'm pretty sure. Because he
Oh.
couldn't find it.
Oh, the video I was talking about where he said, like, TJ's a fucking... lied about being sexually abused. Yeah, that's Gorn.
Yeah.
You know what? So when I saw that, and it was like 3 months after it came out, and I was like, what? It was the only Brett Keane video I actually watched, because, you know...
Oh, I thought that was newer. I thought it was like a month ago.
No,
Max.
that was actually almost a year ago at this point. I saw that, it would have been like 9 months ago probably at this point. But 3 months ago after it came out, I saw it, and it was obviously bullshit, and I typed in my comment basically saying, like, why did you not talk about this before? You know? And then, that might have been the reason why he deleted that video, because I don't know why else he would have. Because I don't think he'd, like... They don't really talk about him that much anymore, so I don't think he was worried about that. So I don't know. I'm gonna take credit. I'm gonna take credit for that one. But yeah, we're watching the TJ video now, the new one.
Of emails, and I've gotten tons of that.
Well, I already care about you. He's over here he's a competitor to the amazing atheist.
Yeah, you know it's funny you mentioned that. So Brett Keane is actually getting close, mind you, to beating my subscriber count, which is pretty funny because like he's a not popular figure, but he's been a known figure for decades, for almost 20 years on the internet, and I'm not that, so that's a funny situation. But that's mainly because he can't stop getting his channels removed, but it's also
This is
because no one watches.
this is the best way to get subscribers. You gotta be like, all right, subscribe, guys, so that I can beat Brett Keane,
Yeah,
and he doesn't overtake me.
Yeah, we're still ahead of Brett. Got Sheep Army. Everyone subscribes so Brett never topples us. Come on.
Yep.
Come on.
The sheep situations.
Yeah, we can't be defeated by the Keane machine. Well, actually,
Yep.
it's just gonna be his vote bots anyway, his subscriber bots, so who cares? Never mind. He only has like 3 comments on his highly viewed videos. Highly for him, so he actually does care.
I was about to say highly. You mean
Yeah.
the 100 view videos?
Yeah, like the 200 on a good day.
Oh, that's a
Probably.
lot for Brett Keane.
Yeah, like he probably only has like a few videos that are like 200 and more. Like maybe 5 or something, but and this one's probably one of them, or going to be one of them, but...
I've gotten tons of questions asked to me on my radio
On
station.
my
A lot of people don't
radio
know this,
station.
but if you go over to my radio station, you can actually do quizzes.
My
polls,
radio station.
as well as ask.
Oh,
any-
quizzes! Right! Potato, you saw this. Hold on. We gotta go back to his channel. There is something pretty funny that you discovered, Potato. Dorn, 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 dorn. Dorn, 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 dorn. Dorn, 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 dorn.
You're like humming the Mario Kart music for a second.
Sigma.
Oh.
Dorn, dorn,
I was like, am I
dorn,
screen
dorn,
sharing? What?
Dorn. Dorn, 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 dorn. What's this? Tell me about yourself. Oh God. So he's been trying to do this
What
quiz
does the
shit.
tell me? I was intelligently designed with other purpose. I evolved from slugs, and I'm a cosmos random accident.
By the way, he capitalized me when he wasn't supposed to, but that's, obviously. You spelled intelligently correctly. So, I don't think he has any
The
typos
reason he capitalized me, and I think that is one of the reasons that
yeah.
trans person or whatever is him, is because he thinks that, like, so you know how if you state like a name of a person, you have to capitalize the first letter?
Yeah.
He thinks if you just state like a person, like me or you or something like that, you gotta capitalize that as well.
You're right! I
And that's what
noticed
that
that!
trans person was doing.
I noticed that! You're exactly right, Potato. You're so big brain. Yeah,
I know.
I had that thought, but I didn't say it. I just, like, while I was reading that shit, I was like, oh, wait, does he think that? But you're right. Thank you.
Okay.
I evolved from slugs, and I'm a cosmic random accident. Oh.
Have atheists ever said that?
I don't know, man.
Evolved from slugs. Even though say like monkeys or something.
The
Or
idea...
apes, I mean, not monkeys.
Now, I'm not informed on the subject, so I would shut my mouth about it, unlike Brett Keane. But the idea, to my knowledge...
Neither is he.
Yeah, the idea to my understanding is that it's common ancestors. Like, we're related to things like slugs. We didn't come from slugs. He always would phrase it as like, you think your granddaddy was
Cosmic slugs.
yeah, you think your granddaddy was a fucking fish? You think your aunt was a fucking rat, bro? And he was talking to the drunken peasants, and they were, like, citing evidence of this shit. Of, like, scientists that found Neanderthal DNA or, like, rat DNA in some humans or whatever. And they're like, okay, fine, I'll look it up. Human rat.
Oh,
I don't see anything.
human rat situation.
I don't see anything.
I just see some disfigured idiot.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd get this reference, but he seems to think evolution is like a cross-species genetics in like the Amazing Spider-Man universe, where you can like turn into an animal person if you just inject animal DNA inside you. But, yeah.
Bruh.
It's actually interesting. 69% of people voted I evolved from slugs. So that means more people were here to troll him than not. And the only people that weren't here to troll him were probably his bots, or his alt accounts. Are you happy with the way the world and society is going? No. Where is a giant space rock when you need one? Yes, I'm peachy. There's not a lot of nuance there. So, excuse me, fucking Brett,
What does
dude.
he mean by giant space rock? Like a meteor?
Yeah, so he's saying, like, okay, it's an example of a false dichotomy. Either you're happy with society, or you want all of humanity to fucking die. There's no in-between. There's no, I'm not happy with society, and I want it to improve. I guess no, where is a giant space rock when you need one? Oh, 86% of people voted that! 14% voted yes, I'm PD. Okay, this was the one, though, Potato saw, and it was fucking... it was hilarious. Your thoughts on hell? Fuck me, I'm Brett Keane, I can't do it. The death of the...
Nihilist-ish.
Annihilationist, yeah. Death of
Oh,
the...
yeah, that. I thought you said a nihilist.
He does talk about nihilism a lot, so I'm surprised it wasn't included. I guess
Annihilationist.
Yeah. Death of the soul is my belief. If you don't know what that term means, you wouldn't understand that fucking sentence. Death of the soul? Huh? Dante Inferno, eternal hell of torture.
Torture suffering.
Eternal hell of torture, suffering, capitalized incorrectly is my view. Hell is not real, at least I hope not. The grave. Some Jews believed it was a place you burn trash. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, anyway.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the punchline is, I guess I'll just go this one. Look, he phrased this as an incorrect answer. Explanation. This makes the most logical sense to Brett Keane. No, shut up, TJ. You're wrong. Annihilationism is real. Come on. That's not how this works, Brett. Someone's like subjective belief on the afterlife isn't a yes or no answer. Isn't a correct or wrong question. Yeah, phrase that a little bit wrong. It's okay. Do you trust the American government? Government shouldn't be capitalized. Yes, and it shows Putin. No, no, fuck no, and it's censored. What do you mean trust the American government? I guess not. Yeah, 79% of people. What is your favorite video topics by me do you enjoy the most? That's not how that sentence should be phrased. What is your favorite video topics by me do you enjoy the most? Okay, just remove do and it will be fine. Gourd, politics, video games, atheism, personal life. It would probably be atheism or personal life. I don't think we've seen many personal videos by him, but I think he has one we can watch. Because I really love when Brett, like, insults his family and shit. Like, on his website,
Yeah.
He used to do that. And that's,
I like his atheist videos.
yeah, that's, like, the classic one, where he's calling atheists, like, satanic monsters or whatever. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he didn't include, like, transphobic videos, because most of his content's been about that, but I guess that falls under politics. How old is the Earth?
Politics. I'm a politician.
How old is the Earth? 10,000 years, maybe less. Okay. 4.5 billion years or more. The universe is a simulation.
Well, if you're Christian or a gourd believer, as you said, it would be 10,000 years, maybe less.
Yeah, I think that... is this going to be like that's the correct answer? That's my guess.
Yeah, probably. Maybe he picked the wrong answer and he says, it's my belief.
Yeah. The universe is a simulation. Time is an illusion. Oh. What does that mean? He's so smart.
He made it make no sense, because that's what... The atheists make no sense, man. You should know this.
Yeah, man, that sounds like my book. Afterlife Simulation. The bending of space and time could make both right, says Einstein. What? Okay.
Oh.
I'd look up if Einstein said that, but the internet wouldn't cooperate, so I'll just leave it alone. Alright, 4.5 billion years, I guess? Oh, he did do it! Oh! He broke our ankles, Potato, look. The correct answer, quote unquote, was the bending of space and time could make both right, says Einstein.
What? What does that mean?
I don't know, man.
Who is, bro?
In the special theory...
Goofy Einstein.
Oh, he's talking about scientific theory. In the special theory of relativity, Einstein determined that time is relative. Wow. In other words, the rate at which time passes depends on your frame of reference. Okay, and what is that?
What does he even mean, both? Because, for one, he named 3 answers.
Yeah, there were 3 options. Both of the 3 options were right. Okay,
Yep.
Here's my interpretation. He's saying that the Earth is somehow 10,000 years old and 4.5 billion years old. So I guess...
What is your belief in God? Atheists or Christians? Einstein said the bending of religion and in space
Yeah.
can define it to be both in the situation.
Okay, so this is something he's done a couple times, although I'm surprised he did it 2 weeks ago. What he's trying to do here is he's trying to take the neutral route, where he's trying to, like, appeal to atheists and religious people by saying, "She, you're both right," which is something he's done before. But it changes on a dime, because usually he'd be like, "Man, evolution's fucking stupid," as we were just talking about. By the way, he's made, like, one of his videos was, like, logical fallacies by atheists, and one of his points was that atheists, make an appeal to authority, which is a logical fallacy, where you say, this is right because this person said it. And he said, like, atheists do that all the time. Like, look what this atheist said. That means atheism is true. Now, that's gibberish, but that's what he's doing now, because he's saying this is the correct answer because Einstein said it was. Except Einstein didn't even say, like, his theory of it being 10,000 years old and 4.5 billion years old. He's just talking about what I'm a fucking idiot. What Einstein proved about time. So fucking goofy. Quiz. According to evolution, capitalized. Actually, that probably should be capitalized. You're related by blood and by...
I don't think you should.
Yeah, probably not, but it's not, like, as bad as the other shit. According to evolution, you're related by blood and biology to what creature? Oh, what? Rats, fish, manatee, baboon.
Manatee.
Well, he said rats and fish before. Actually, okay, one thing he said was, I think you remember this, Potato, because I told you about it. It was like, well, according to evolution, you evolved from manatees. An atheist called me the king of the manatee. So that means I am your king. So, he said manatee as well. I haven't heard him talk about baboons, but that would probably be what we're related to the most. So I don't know what his right answer is going to be.
I think baboons and apes are different.
True, but... I guess...
Baboons are, like, bigger.
Right. I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going with manatee. I got it right! The king of the manatee.
Oh, Sigma explanation.
According to evolution, you're related to every ugly, dumb animal on the planet, which explains your lack of brains and self-awareness. Oh!
I think he's just, like, he's projecting.
Yes!
Come on.
He's
projecting. He's like, everyone's humanity. I know I'm this, but you can be part of the club too, and you are.
Bro.
Situation.
Bro, it's like animals have to feel disgusted that they're related to you in some way. You're the fat, dumb animal. Everything is above you. You can't look down on animals, bro.
Can't look down at all. Come on, the neck fat gets in the way.
Yeah, you're actually right. That's not even like a joke. That's pretty much true from what we've seen. But, yeah. By the way, manatees are like nice, cute creatures, bro. They're just swimming around. Why are you calling them ugly, dumb animals?
He didn't even say fat.
Yeah.
Just ugly and dorm.
Yeah. Stop shooting your teammates, Brett.
Friendly fire will not be correlated.
Yeah, correlated. Okay, that's the last of that shit. Brett really is just the endless stream of fucking content. Alright. There might have been a chat I missed. I got distracted. Oh, wait. What am I fucking doing? OBS! Oh, let's see. He did guided meditation on it and discussed objective morality in the universe. Guided meditation? Excuse me. Brett Keane, author, musician, radio host, both capitalized, DJ, podcaster, educator, gamer, father, on Gord. He really does see himself that way. Like, I forget what it was specifically, but he does, like, list off all of that shit. Like, man, I'm a Renaissance manatee. I'm fucking cool. I'm a badass. Alright.
Anything that you like, or even call my radio station and talk to me anytime.
Oh my God.
And one of the biggest questions that people have asked for quite a while now, but I tried to stay out of the fray, the trouble, the aggravation, was, what is the worst scam or most worst thing that the amazing atheist ever did?
Worst
You can
thing.
never forgive him.
Where's the worst scam, or the most worst scam the amazing atheist has ever done? Brett, man, just think about it. Really think about this shit. Brett, you've been saying this same shit for literally almost 20 years. You've been saying TJ's a fucking scammer and talking about, like, the same little controversies from, like, 2007 and 8 for fucking almost 20 years, Brett. Come on. The first time you talked about this was when, like, you looked like those pictures you used from 2007, but... Alright. Let's see.
Brett Keane.
Arn.
Atheist ever did that you could never forgive him, Arn. Brett Keane.
Never forgive him, Orn? Oh my god. He said... No, let's just see it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this video going to contradict... Oh, shit. The last TJ video, he specifically said the reason we stopped being friends was because, you know, he faked being sexually abused, according to him. So if he's going to say a different reason here, then he's just outright lying, and he's going to fuck himself. But I guess, like, he could say, well, do you have evidence of that video? Fortunately, I think anyone watching would believe me, but I would hope.
All know I'm a Christian, and I believe in forgiveness. I believe in redemption.
No.
And people want to know, out of all the things that I've reported...
Brett made videos about, like, it's supposed to be like a sob story. Like, we're supposed to feel bad for him, because, like, man, I just can't find it in me. I know I'm supposed to be forgiven of these disgusting atheist dirtbags, but I just can't find it in me to want them to get better. I just can't do it. So, I don't know. I guess he improved since then.
I've reported...
Oh, yeah? False
the
flagging?
amazing atheist was having a conversation with a young...
Look how fucking stupid he is. I reported, the amazing atheist having a conversation with a young woman.
woman on Reddit
Oren.
where he said...
Oh, I know where this shit's going. This isn't even a scam, but...
He was talking about how she'd been raped, and he basically wrote out this big old article about how he thought it was fantastic that she was abused. That he had hoped that she actually got it from both ends, basically anally as well as through the vagina. That was a pretty terrible thing.
A vagina.
And there was...
Okay, so this is another one of those things Brett has talked about for almost 20 fucking years. At least 1 decade. So, to my knowledge of the situation is this. TJ was on Reddit against, like, some, like, flagging war or whatever. That person was saying bad shit to him and a bunch of other people. So he said, in anger, he said bad shit to them. And he apologized for it. He even, like, on a DP 166, I believe. Or actually, no, it wasn't that one. It was the second time Brett Keane brought his posse to debate them about evolution. Brett Keane mentioned this then, like 12 years ago or something. TJ said, like, yeah, I know it was wrong. It was out of anger. I'm sorry, basically. And Brett, to this day, and still uses that against him, because he doesn't care about forgiveness at all. Like, there's nothing TJ could ever do where Brett won't talk about this. Because Brett doesn't actually care about goodness or whatever. He just wants that own on TJ, because TJ's made fun of him and, like, exposed a lot of his scams and shit. So that's it, basically.
There's also that one time where he decided to get on video in front of the entire community. I guess he thought that he was going to lose his YouTube channel at the time, so he didn't care about what he was saying.
I think I know where this is going.
But he put his middle finger up to the audience and said, "F your God," using the N-word, the racist N-word.
And then he's gotten smarter a little bit. He's gotten... Okay, wait, let me explain. He's gotten smarter because he would always just say the N-word and then say, saying the N-word makes you racist. So that was always fun, but he's learned from that. Okay, I have no idea what the context is here. Brett Keane will never show the context. Again, this is something he's been doing for over a decade, where he just shows that one clip of TJ saying that. And, like, she's a terrible person. Never showing the context. I don't think he's even talked about what it is. And I don't know the context, so... yeah, there's nothing we can do with that. It means nothing.
Proceeded to call a bunch of people FAGGOTS repeatedly. If people don't believe me, I will provide a website.
Don't believe... Like, the thing is like, whether you agree with it or not, or either you agree with it or not, like, TJ is an edgy person. He will say shit like that. But he never actually means it in an offensive way. So, like, whatever. Doesn't mean much.
With videos and footage and all that kind of stuff. Now,
and Brett would know that, by the way, obviously. But
people may ask, Brett, was the worst thing that he ever done was whenever he was on a live broadcast with Fake Sagan. Also,
oh my god. It's funny. Potato. You don't understand how crazy I am. Everything he's saying, I know exactly what he's going to say before he says it, because he's so repetitive.
Known as AKA Hard Case Owns, where he bragged about having sex with underage girls right out in the public in front of a bunch of atheists, including Fake Sagan.
I thought he was going to put out about the other thing, but he's talking about this one. So he's outright... He doesn't do this too often, but he does do it. I remember it. This exact same line. He's actually accusing TJ of being a pedophile. Oh, shit. Hold on, let's go back a bit. I was expecting him to mention the other thing with that guy, Fake Sagan, but...
Case Owns, where he bragged about having sex with underage girls right out in the public in front of a bunch of atheists, including...
He did? I've never seen evidence of that, but maybe he did. It was, whatever it was probably a joke taken out of context by Brett Keane. What Brett Keane what I have heard, like, him say is that this person, Fake Sagan, like, lived with TJ for, like, a couple weeks or whatever, and then Fake Sagan claimed that TJ was, like, showing him child porn or whatever, which is a claim that has no evidence for it. But, of course, Brett Keane made a video, more than one video, I'm sure, talking about that. What actually happened on The Drunken Peasants is that they showed, like, before one of their shows, they had an intro of, like, a meme of Brett Keane, like, chopped up, where he was saying, like, "This is Brett Keane, and I fuck children," as, like, an obvious meme, or whatever. And Brett Keane got spiteful of that. It's like, "Oh, you're making this fucking intro, call me a pedophile. Or actually, you're a pedophile." But of course, if he actually believed that, then he would mention that more, because most of the time on The Drunken Peasants, he wouldn't mention that. He comes like a new scheme every day, almost. But he would mention that more consistently if it was true. And also, Brett has said that he's, like, liked TJ. The thing is it doesn't work, because there's several times where Brett tries to, like, manipulate TJ into being his friends. It's happened several times during The Drunken Peasants. So why would Brett, why would you wanted to be him as friend during those periods of time if you knew he was a pedophile? It's obvious bullshit.
Fake Sagan. Now, I know what a lot of you are going to probably say. Really? He did that right out on a public broadcast, and none of the atheists did anything about it? He wasn't...
Do what? Do what?
Arrested? No.
Arrested? Arrested?
In fact, the atheist community bragged about underage girls they had sex with, and some of them
What? Oh.
bragged about underage boys that they had sex with and
Is that true?
relationships with.
You know, instead of showing Hurricane Katrina in the background, the Google search for it, could you show evidence of any of these claims?
Nobody cared. In the atheist community, they don't have any.
Also, I've never heard you mention that during the decade of DP where you were trying to slander them, so that's another lie, obviously.
Kind of moral foundation. I used to say
there's nothing Brett Keane can say or do as an attack that doesn't punch himself in the way, because he contradicts something he said in the past always, or something he has or hasn't done. He just can't do it.
This a while back, and I wasn't joking, that a popular atheist, someone who is popular like T.J. Kirk, Taroja Kincaid, could have slain a baby on video, drank its blood, and the dope-infested audience that he has, these drug addicts who watch him and listen to him, these punks, would probably praise him for it. They would probably think he was an edgelord if he slayed.
So this is just nothing. This is just him whining because he doesn't have a fan base. Obviously, if TJ... This is cope, unironically, because obviously if TJ murdered a child, his fans wouldn't still support him. Like, I've watched some of TJ's content, and, like, in his live streams and shit, like, people argue with him all the time. There's always people, like, conflicting views on whatever thing. But I don't even need to, like, say that, because it's obviously just absurd, with his claim.
Laid a baby and drank its blood right out of its neck. That's the type of people who watch him and listen to him.
By the way, he said this exact thing, like, a decade ago, too. He said it, he phrased it a little bit differently, though. It was like, I don't remember what. Sorry, I forgot, my bad.
There are some religious people who watch out of curiosity, the same way people...
Oh, I think he didn't give an example. He just said TJ could commit a murder, and even Dorn pointed it out, that no one would care.
People stop on the middle of the highway whenever they see that a motorcyclist was driving too fast and ended up getting decapitated by getting hit by a semi-truck or a train wreck.
Okay. Sorry, I have no idea what he's talking about now.
What'd he say?
People like this.
I don't know. Okay, some guy was riding on a motorcycle and he had a semi-truck and he was decapitated situation. What? I wish I knew.
Motorcyclist was driving too fast and ended up getting decapitated by getting hit by a semi-truck or a train wreck. For some reason, people like to sit around and watch stuff like that. But all this...
What does that have to do with anything?
Scams that he's ever done where he's...
This is actually, like, poor for even Brett. Because he didn't mention any of the scams. He just mentioned, like, things he think TJ did that was shitty. And, like, Brett has, like, an entire list of things he thinks TJ did that were scams. Like, I mean, he went through it several times with them on Drunken Peasants. And a lot of the things he were listed weren't even things that people donated money for, because he was just completely uninformed on the subject. But so I'm waiting for him to get into that. I'm waiting for him to mention the RV trip across America, the freedom of speech vid, not productive.
Mimicking and imitating his father not so long ago, who ripped the Christian church off for over $35 million. I'd have to say, for me, the worst thing that he's ever done.
Okay. He's like randomly trying to insult TJ's dad and say that TJ was doing the same thing, because he said like TJ copied his dad, but when his TJ ripped off the church. And also, TJ's dad was like a scammer. Like, okay, what TJ's dad actually did, to my understanding, is he gave out false degrees to like middle-aged workers so they could like fool their employers, so they don't have to like pay or work hard to get real college degrees or whatever. That's my knowledge of it. Brett Keane would always phrase what TJ's dad did as like, he scammed small children who just wanted to get an education, or some shit like that. And there's more, but I don't know what he's talking about here. Like, I guess he's saying that TJ's dad was actually an atheist and not a Christian. But according to TJ, his dad was religious, because I've seen him talk about this shit because of Brett Keane. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Really, really want to know was the Katrina situation. I don't know how many of you...
He's in on the joke. He's in on the joke. Yeah. I think I know what he's going to talk about, because they did talk about this once because of Brett Keane.
I've heard of that.
Or a couple
for
times.
you new generation YouTubers out there.
For you new generation YouTubers out there.
You new young atheists who've come late to the party and don't know about this. And you're most likely not going to care. So I don't get me wrong.
It's so goofy, because he thinks, like, atheism is such a massive thing on the internet now. Like, atheism as, like, a conversation topic, like as a subject on the internet, was a thing during 2007 and 8 and shit, during early YouTube, when Brett Keane was kind of successful. It's not a thing now. Like, there's not really a massive flock of atheist YouTubers watching Brett Keane's content. It's not really a thing. It's just kind of like, you know, some people are atheists, some people aren't. It doesn't really matter that much in this day and age. But Brett Keane can't move on.
Wrong, folks. As I do this video...
Doesn't matter as much, anyway.
I'm not thinking that the atheists are going to suddenly grow some kind of consciousness or moral fiber and do anything about it or even care. They'll probably give him more money on Patreon and send him more...
Patreon.
He's still fucking that up. Patreon.
All that kind of stuff.
By the way, this is just mad kids bad. Why did I get to make money? By the way, TJ's Patreon, his team's Patreon,
TJ Sigma.
Yeah. Yeah, Pessimistic Productions, I believe it's called. People should subscribe to that, because if they make 5,000 Patreons, if they make it Patreons, what am I fucking saying? Patreons? He's fucking me up now. But if they reach 5,000 Patreons, they'll do a Brett Keane gauntlet. So yeah, we gotta subscribe.
But the Katrina situation.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah, he fucked me up, bro. He hacked me.
What was that? Well, let me give you a little bit of a story of what
Couldn't you just go into it instead of all this preamble?
Katrina is, and then I'll tell you what
the 4-minute intro.
Yeah, 7-minute intro.
Just did directly to the people of Katrina that was absolutely disgusting.
Okay, I guess I'll explain what my knowledge of it is. I think I did tell Potato. Basically, and this is how TJ explained it, TJ and Shorty, this is how they explained it, is that during Hurricane Katrina, a lot of pets were abandoned by the side, so he paid, or he got like his audience to donate some money to help relocate those pets. And that was one of the charities he's done. So I don't know how that's going to be a scam. My guess is that, like, wait, but the link they donate to was your Patreon. It was your wallet, or whatever. It was your PayPal.
To me. And I'll be honest with you, folks. This was an extremely difficult challenge that a lot of you asked me. You said, what is the worst thing that he's ever done?
Who asked you?
Making fun of rape victims or
Literally
being a racist?
Yeah.
Adam Roar.
Adam Roar asked me. J-Dubs, man.
Between scamming people out of all kinds of...
We get it. You don't need to recap what you just said, you fucking idiot.
Websites and everything, over 5 of them.
Well, actually, you didn't talk about the websites. You're too stupid to even do your own line right.
I'm getting over $100,000 doing that.
$100,000? $100,000 doing what on the websites, Brett? You actually didn't talk about that. You do need to clarify that.
Father and family ripping people off for millions of dollars.
What? Okay. His father scammed employers, basically, of the people he gave degrees to. His family didn't do anything. You didn't prove that he was a part of it. Here's this thing with...
He's insulting his whole family.
Yeah, he's attacking his family. Here's what he does all the time. But here's the thing, Brett Keane has this weird trend of, like, assuming TJ and his dad are the same person, as weird as that sounds. Because, for one, you kind of saw it here, he'll, like, assume his dad's an atheist because TJ's an atheist, and he'll, like, talk about him the same, like, he's doing it here. Like, his dad scammed, so that means he was scamming the government for $1,000. Oh my god, let me check. Let me be safe. Oh. What the fuck? What happened? Okay, didn't miss anything though. Good. Alright.
Dollars. This to me, what I'm about to talk about, was the worst. It was actually one of the first times I was introduced to this dirty, filthy animal that we're about.
This dirty, filthy animal. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a lie. TJ was Brett's fan for like a year or something like that, and like I don't know if they were friends, but they talked to each other. Like Brett Keane, TJ made videos actually like praising Brett Keane at some point, which is pretty ironic now. And there was, like, one old Brett Keane video when he was an atheist situation. We're talking about, yeah, like me and my peers, like the amazing atheist. So, like, they were definitely friendly, although Brett was probably just trying to use him at the time, for, like, at least a year. So I was introduced to him being a disgusting, filthy scammer. Is just a complete lie. It's just Brett Keane revisionist history, as like always.
To talk about. So what happened in Katrina, and how does the amazing atheist coincide?
I'm waiting for him to call him the amazing anus, or the unamazing atheist again.
Hurricane Katrina was a devastating...
What the fuck? Is Hurricane Katrina the worst ever? Why was Katrina so devastation? Or no, that was devastating. Sorry. My bad, Brett.
Category 5 Atlantic hurricane that resulted in 1,392 fatalities and caused...
Oh, he had to scroll down and read it from Google here to say that. And that's odd then, because that implies that he actually is at his computer doing this. But he isn't, because this is very clearly like him in a green screen loop. You can like see him teleport in place. And obviously these are PNGs. So that's strange. Is it maybe he's at his computer while doing this? Because I guess he's like recording it in OBS. But he doesn't want to show his face? Like maybe he's so ashamed of what his face looks like now that he doesn't want it to be seen. Or maybe he just doesn't want to do the effort of like combing his hair once and pretending it's good. But I don't think he ever even did. Like he made videos like shirtless at least once. So I don't know if you would care about that. So...
damage estimated between $97.4 billion to $145.5 billion in the late August 2005, particularly in the city of...
Particularly? Okay. Brett, you don't really need to recap this. Just say what the scam was.
New Orleans and its surrounding areas. So where does the amazing atheist
That was
come in
New
on this?
Orleans.
Well,
New Orleans.
I was thinking that too, but maybe it said that way as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only said New Orleans. It's odd. But I might be wrong.
a while back, a lot of the old school atheists that might still be around, they remember that he opened up a charity. He did a live broadcast. This was long before the drunken pissants. This was long before...
Drunken pissants. That's a classic one. What about the dickless penises, Brett? Come on.
Or deep, fat, assholes or whatever that podcast
You got him, Brett. That's so fucking clever, dude. Deep, fat, assholes. Oh, Gord.
He was just doing his own thing, and there was only one...
Also, you didn't need to explain this to us.
one guy that would come on
Not
the
at
show
all.
every once in a while.
Yeah. You know, this is like before, you know, TJ was on the dickless penisers, and then it was before he was on deep fat assholes. I know, it's a crazy situation. You could have just said in 2007 or whatever year it was, but...
Where he would talk. Well, there was another guest called Halcyon. If I
Oh, I think I know. I think that's one of TJ's friends, Galen Halcyon, I think. But yeah, okay. So like before Brett Keane was doing the exact same thing he's always been doing, he was writing fake reviews for Eternal Undying Love. It's a crazy situation.
remember his name.
Oh, you know what? Brett's probably looking at the way New Orleans is spelled, and he's like, well, it's spelled New Orleans. That means it's pronounced New Orleans. Pronounced, sorry.
Correctly. And then there was Fake Sagan, and they would get off on all
Get
that.
off. Get off on what, huh?
Just a little bit of a story there before we
Oh,
get into it.
Gord. No, even more preamble? Is it going to be a 10-minute long intro?
This. Fake Sagan ended up stop doing shows with the
Ended up stop doing shows. Okay.
Amazing Atheist because he decided to get on a live broadcast with TJ, put a gun
Oh, now he's talking about it.
to his head, and say that if the audience does not pay TJ Kirk money, he's going to blow his brains out on a live broadcast. That's
What? I don't remember. I don't remember ever hearing about that bribe. Like, you gotta pay TJ, or I'm killing myself, or I'm killing him. Whatever he said. Okay, like, so we've brought this up before. He used to bring it up, and he probably still would today, but he hasn't, surprisingly. You used to bring it up, like, TJ let his drunk friend try to kill himself when he was aiming a gun at him and acting like a complete maniac. And that's obviously stupid and shitty and evil, but he's trying to take the smarter angle of it now. He's trying to, like, shit on fake Sagan for being mentally ill instead of shitting on TJ for not ramming a guy with a gun and taking the gun away or something.
That's right. He actually extorted and threatened the audience. He said, I'm going to kill myself if you don't. And he wanted...
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's... I've never heard of this. There's no way this is true. So, what it seems like he's trying to do, he's trying to paint, like, fake Sagan having a mental episode, like, his mental illness getting control of him. Trying to paint that as just him being money grubby and trying to get as much money as possible from the stupid atheists. By the way, Brett Keane has tried and actually has been friends with fake Sagan several times, because fake Sagan turned into a Christian individual at some point. And so because of that, several times Ricky was like, yeah, man, I'd love to talk to you. And then, like, they did, and fake Sagan was, like, asking him, like, questions about, like, if if Jesus was gonna die, would you risk your life to save him? And Brett was like, of course I would. It would be difficult. I would miss my family in death, but I would get in there and try to protect my Lord. And then fake Sagan was like, bro, that would make you like a martyr, a savior. And, you know, bunch of other circle jerking shit. But now that Brett Keane isn't friends with him, I guess he'll just shit on him for his mental illness now. Because that's how he treats his friends.
To prove that he was serious, so he also decided to put down the gun for a moment. He took out a combat knife and cut his own wrist and began bleeding profusely right on the screen for
profusely. Did you catch that? Profusely.
Everybody to see. Don't believe me? The video is in the link that I'm going to offer in the comment.
What? Wait, you linked a video of someone cutting themselves with a knife? Okay. Let's check that out.
Not on stream. Hold on.
Wait, I want to see if it's actually there. Did he lie?
Hold on.
I need to see if it's actually there. It's not there. There's like 50 hashtags, but he didn't include the link he said he would.
Comment. Maybe the comments.
Oh, you're right. But he said in the description. No. Holy cow. How skeezy. I was not aware of most of this. The atheist has no shame. And then there was the RV scam. What does Brett say? Load. So many cards. What am I fucking saying? So many so many cards. So many scams. Hard to recall them all. Thank you, friend. Yeah, Brett Keane lied, or actually, most likely, he's just a forgetful fucking idiot and just forgot to link this clip. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Typical Brett L.
Yeah, I don't see it.
It's also on my own website.
Or on my own website.
You guys can see it for yourself.
It's on your own website, man. Again, I feel like I don't know anything about fake Sagan really, but I feel bad for that fucking guy. His mental illness episode, like a decade ago, 15 years ago or something, if not longer, has to be remembered forever by Brett Keane. Brett Keane has to hold that over him for fucking ever. I mean, not that it actually matters, because no one cares about Brett Keane, but still, what he's trying to do is fucked up.
Can't upload material and content of this nature to YouTube because it would violate terms of service and community guidelines. And because I'm a straightforward...
oh my god. You might know a thing or two about that, Brett, because your channels have been removed 100 fucking times over the course of YouTube's history, but...
type of guy who likes to follow the rules, and because I'm a straightforward type of guy who likes to follow the rules and do as he's told.
Bro, you've gotten taken off YouTube for going on false flagging campaigns. You do it all the time. I was actually worried that you were gonna false flag me when I made my videos about you. You don't fucking follow the rules. Where did the Stallion channel go, Brett? Where did your other hundreds of channels go, Brett? Where did Wolfman BK go, Brett? What happened there, Brett? Oh my god.
Going to fucking chance it. So you'll just have to go to the websites to see it for yourself.
Oh, so he said he would link it in the description, and then said he would only link it in his website. That's great.
Well,
I think he said he would link it in the description, but he wasn't gonna show it on the video. Because you can link OnlyFans in your description. Yeah. But that obviously can't be shown on video.
Yeah, it seemed like he changed his mind immediately. So that's quirky, but I guess let's go to his website.
Because he's too lazy.
Yeah. PayPal, donate here. Drunken Peasants, destroyed by Brett Keane. Oh boy. Dorn.
Don't watch it on his channel. He's gonna get you banned, bro.
Wait, no, this is
show a video of Jesus getting crucified or something.
Actually, you might be right. Watch the full 20 episodes. Oh my god, fucking Brett, man. This should be the thumbnail. I can do that later. Really even loading. L fucking internet or L's website.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Say, Brad, can you talk?
You should ask for a new internet router on your list, on your Amazon list.
Yeah.
I need a $2,000 router.
Well, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your motorway. All right. Oh my god. Okay, full screen, I guess.
Truly Brett Keane's son.
What the fuck is that? It's still there. Okay. Look at his pitch. Oh my god. Look at his picture though. There's a weird square around his chair. It's really fucking up now. I don't even know what he did for that to happen, but it's the same looped image of him twerking behind that fake microphone.
And the number one thing that people like to hear about is interactions that I've had with people. They like to know about podcasts I've been on. They like to know about the drama that surrounded some kind of show, or or they want to know about why it is some friendship ended
I'm
up going
scared from this
sour
video.
on the internet.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I can't even
He's
bring up...
on
Like soap operas,
Yeah, I can't
ladies
even
and
bring up
gentlemen,
the
and
fucking...
I understand that.
There it is.
My mother used to watch soap operas all the time. The
Oh
Bold
my
and the
God.
Beautiful, the Young and the Restless. And she was one of those type of ladies that liked it whenever everybody sat down and watched it along with her. I seen so much adultery and so many affairs growing up that I don't know. I tell you this, I don't really care for soap operas.
What are you talking about?
The reason why I'm even bothering to answer these questions is because, one, I did tell people that if they ask me about...
So he's talking he was talking about...
happening.
He was talking about, you know, in the situation, people keep asking me what podcasts I've been on, the friendships I used to have. It reminds me of when my mom would watch soap operas and then make us watch the soap operas. And then adultery would happen. I saw a lot of crazy things, man, but anyway, she would watch soap operas. Anyway, what the fuck?
Stuff, I'd be more than
many bars
happy to answer questions. And number two, after watching the show Black Mirror with my daughter and my wife, it's a show that's on Netflix. It's almost like the Twilight Zone, but much more crazier.
Much more crazier?
Got onto my computer. I didn't
much more crazier. This website is fucking dog shit, by the way. Exit full screen, it's not worth it.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
After watching...
I think everyone knew that.
That's why we're here, to point out the obvious.
Show Black Mirror with my daughter and my wife. It's a show that's on Netflix.
It doesn't say like, oh, it's not good for kids.
Zone, but much...
Oh, were you...
it's rated 18 or something.
Oh, I might be stupid. Were you calling him Captain Obvious? Or me?
I was calling you, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he said his website is garbage.
Yeah.
More crazier.
Any more crazier.
I got onto my computer. I didn't literally climb up on top of the computer.
What the fuck? He thinks he needs to explain that? I got on
You would get it confused.
I got on my computer. I don't physically get on it now. I would crush it. Oh my god.
And on it and began dancing, but
dancing?
Logged into my YouTube account, it told me all I needed now was
I needed
views in order to be able to.
Is he talking like a mafia member or something? Okay.
Well, I figured what quicker way to do that than talking about the number one thing that a lot of people ask me about. It's what you want.
Hold on. It took Brett literally more than 3/4 of the video to even get to the subject. Why does Brett do this?
It's not the full video.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, but
it's probably just the intro. Or half the intro, I mean.
Yeah, you're right. Dude, all of Brett is just fucking aimless rambling, bro. Why do you need such an intro? Just get to the point. You've been doing this for, like, longer than most people have been doing YouTube. You've been doing this longer than a lot of people have been alive. You should know this.
And I want 1,000 views, so in order for me to be able to fill out that application and be able to products and put my t-shirts and all my merchandise, including the books that I've written all over my account, I have to get those views. Now, I could
you didn't need to tell us that.
Make a bunch of nice videos. I could make a bunch of videos having to do with God and religion and the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made. But unfortunately, YouTube is filled with liberals. It is filled with internet trolls and atheists and all that who don't really give a damn about that topic. And that would take a very long time.
Actually, Brett, it's just people don't give a damn about you in general. But there's like a few people like us that care about your stupid little drama with the drunken peasants and shit. Like a few, not 1,000. Maybe 1,000, if you're lucky. But The thing is, though, it's not just you, though. You do kind of have a point, because religion has been a dead subject. Not dead, but it's not been a main subject on YouTube for fucking ever.
It could take months to be able to do it. But in 2 days flat, I could have 1,000 views just simply by talking about this topic. So call me, it's not greedy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just taking the easy way. You understand,
That's greedy.
Right?
That's greedy.
And it pleases my audience whenever I talk. And if the people that are in my audience are just trying to stir up trouble, I understand that. I get it. Been around on the internet long enough to be able to know whenever people want trouble and they want to...
Oh my god, you don't need to explain this to us. We do not care. So he was like slurping something in that sentence. So, of course.
I have something that they can go, yeah. You know, that drama is so chewy and tasty.
Yeah.
So delicious.
What is spur timing?
So today we're going to...
I don't know.
Talk about Ben. If you guys want to see
Finally.
a video I did about...
Oh, he scammed us, bro. That entire fucking thing was just the prelude before he actually talks about it. Meaning that he just showed us worthless content. This fucking con artist piece of shit. I'm not watching now. America versus Russia, Profitable Wars, capitalized, of course, by Brett Keane. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where he would have supposedly put this clip he's talking about. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Well, there's TTR. Alright, let's just go back to the situation.
What happened is at this time, the Amazing Atheist had already had at least 5 or 10 scams at this point. Buy me this, buy me that, buy me...
What? Look at this fucking guy, bro. Is he complaining about eBay? Dude, look at your Amazon wish list. You're asking people to pay $1,500 for your fucking ass. You're asking people to pay $70 for a fucking share for your fat ass. What are you talking about? And this is something
like $50 for a shirt.
Yes, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. He does something he does all the time. Like TJ is like made some videos in like 2008, like, oh, it's my birthday. You know, here's my Amazon wish list if you want to buy something, and he shits on him for that. And then he does the same thing but worse. Fucking Brett, man, we're not even halfway done.
Coat, give me money so I can go out and have sex with some prostitute.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember TJ ever having the prostitution fund.
It was one of the things that he actually asked people. He said...
He did? That was probably a joke, whatever you're talking about. Why didn't you mention this before?
Give me money, I want to get laid to a prostitute. And they actually sent him money.
Oh? I've never heard of this.
So he could get laid from a prostitute. Okay, fine. But then he decided to...
Oh, you think that's fine? You probably wouldn't, depending on the video. You probably like, TJ's fuck, you can't even get, like, a girlfriend or a wife to have sex with him. Even though TJ's pretty much always had a wife, so I don't even know, like, why he would need to do that. But...
to set his sights higher than that. He realized that just recently a bunch of people were killed in this hurricane, so he said he wanted to do a charity. Now, at this time, he and I were getting along. This was before a lot of...
Wait, but you said this was one of the things that introduced you to this filthy whatever. So, if you were getting along, then you were already introduced to him. You can't even keep your story straight in the context of itself.
Really bad shit went down. I still didn't fully trust him. There was a lot of doubt and skepticism about him. But
was there?
I thought, wow, he's going to do a charity. And with my audience and his audience, we could really get a lot of money to...
This fucking guy. Like, they worked together on that shit. No way. TJ never said anything about that happening. No one ever said anything about Brett rarely brought in his massive audience, and they paid a few $1,000s for it. By the way, he hasn't even mentioned that it was for, like, pets, which I'm pretty sure that it was, but...
Together to be able to help out the people who are suffering, all those men, women, and children.
Wait, no, it was for pets, Brett.
It was like one of the first major atheist charities that ever existed on the planet, and I got to be a part of it.
What?
I really had to think about that for a second. One of the first major atheist charities that existed on the planet? What? Okay, No. At that time, you both would have had like a few thousand subscribers, maybe, because it's early YouTube. That wouldn't be a major atheist charity. For two, most charities aren't based in religion, so they would be atheist charities, because they don't espouse a belief in God. I mean, I know that's me being the nerd emoji or whatever, but what are you talking about?
I got to be one of the #1 hosts.
That didn't happen.
Well... What happens is I get there, and I'm talking...
What didn't happen, you mean?
Say that again?
What didn't happen, he means.
Yeah, you're right. By the way, what does he mean he gets there? Like, you mean you clicked on a link or whatever? Did a live hangout?
And TJ Kirk, and the background before we even live broadcast. And I background before I get there. And I'm talking to TJ Kirk in the background before we even live broadcast. And I said, so TJ, we've had a little bit of a problem here. Where are the, do people have the ability to actually donate money